All right. Getting started with another recording. It's been a while. It's had the itch. Um, gonna make sure everything's good here and then get right back to it. Welcome to Walden, a game. Just gonna. Oh wow, this game doesn't let me use the mouse. Interesting. I'll switch to a controller. I feel like the music is really loud. That's better, right? Okay. I don't know about head bob. I tend to like a faster look speed. Yeah, this game was clearly made with a controller in mind. Also, pardon my voice. Hopefully, this kind of smooths out. Yeah, this game is clearly pretty, indie dev game. It looked beautiful. It got good reviews. And I've just been deciding to play through some tinier games. Games that don't have as much going on, so I want, stuff that can be easy to work through pretty quickly. For what it's worth, I don't know much about this whole thing. Despite being a philosophy major and all that, I find...
I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived. I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life, to live so sturdily and Spartan-like as to reduce it to its lowest terms, and, if it proved to be mean, to get the whole and genuine meanness of it, or if it were sublime, to know it by experience, and to give a true account of it.
Okay, here I am. Living Thoreau's experiment. So, great. Okay. Yeah, it's nice. There's almost like a film grain quality, which I usually don't like in games, but we'll see how it goes. What is this? Sika. Well, that instruction went away. That's fine. The gamer in me immediately wanted to turn around and see if there was a secret. So like I was saying, I was a philosophy major in school, history and philosophy, so completely unemployable. But one of the things I did not have any interest or education in was American Transcendentalism, which is sort of like arguably a philosophical school. That doesn't sound very generous. Okay. Move close, center, and press A over on this. Alright, that's alright. Okay. Like that.
When I wrote the following pages, or rather the bulk of them, I lived alone in the woods, a mile from any neighbor, in a house which I had built myself, on the shore of Walden Pond, in Concord, Massachusetts, and earned my living by the labor of my hands only.
So yeah, the bit about this that I've heard is that, or that I've read before, right, is basically that Thoreau, he was already, I believe he was already like a pretty upper middle class type of guy. I could be fuzzy on that, but if I recall, he was basically like financially assisted throughout this by like his mom. This is really
When I
weird.
first took up my abode in the woods, my house was not finished. It was a pleasant hillside where I worked, covered with pine woods, through which I looked out on the pond, and a small open field in the woods where pines and hickories were springing up.
So I guess I can. Oh, okay. So if I like zoom in on something, it tells me what it is. I see. Wake up in the night and take your work with satisfaction. Yeah, it's very much this like. I don't want to get too into the like what I think of this kind of thing, but there is this type of white dude, myself, who I am a white guy, obviously, but there's this type of white guy I feel that just like really fetishizes like the natural life and sort of the homesteader life, um, which has a lot of various implications. Press and hold LT and use the right stick to make the motion shown by the arrow. Oh. Oh, I have to like click the trigger again every time. Oh, so this is like abstracting building my cottage. I guess. See, the walls are done now. Oh, I'm tired. Okay. Maybe you were out of energy. Near a fire. Or you can take a walk in the woods. Okay, so how do I leave? Do I just X? I don't know how to leave. Okay. Oh, why is the lamp? Okay. I don't really need that right now. What are you?
July 4th, 1845. Dearest Henry, congratulations on the start of your experiment. I hope that the work goes well and the ideas are fruitful. Mr. Emerson says you are intent to devour yourself in our woods, but I hope that you will remember to take good care and keep yourself well. Mother worries, as do I. Your loving sister, Sophia.
I suppose Emerson is Ralph Waldo Emerson. Oh, so it looks like the only way to back out of things is to physically do the left stick out. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I don't have a roof yet, but I have walls. Can I grab any of this stuff? Oops.
July, 1845. Dear Mr. Thoreau, my employer, Dr. Agassiz, was happy to meet you last month with Mr. Emerson, and was quite impressed with your knowledge of local biology. He wonders if you might be able to provide some specimens for him to use in his work. Dr. Agassiz would gladly come to Concord to collect such specimens himself, but is drawn away by numerous and pressing engagements. If you are amenable to this idea, we will soon send you requests for these items and are happy to pay you for your trouble. Sincerely, James Elliott Cabot, Assistant to Dr. Agassiz, Harvard University.
I love that that's in the house. I'm gonna grab the spyglass, I guess. Can I? Can I grab it? Maybe not. Probably grab that, yeah.
There is some of the same fitness in a man's building his own house that there is in a bird's building its own nest. Who knows, but if men constructed their dwellings with their own hands and provided food for themselves and families simply and honestly enough, the poetic faculty would be universally developed, as birds universally sing when they are so engaged.
Right. I hate to sound like such a skeptic, but it is this, like, this is kind of a classic thing. Grab that.
What are you doing now? Emerson asked. Do you keep a journal? So I make my first entry today.
Great. This is your journal. A collection of all the ideas you've found in the woods. The first page is a map of Walden. Use the left and right directional buttons to turn the pages. Oh, nope, my bad. Yeah. Okay. So money, $1.89. Food about half full. Fuel about half full. Clothing somewhere. Shelter under construction. Fully rested and inspired. Okay, so I'm fully rested. Let me see if I can finish the... Actually, I wonder. Okay, is there more? Yeah. Oh my. I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately. To front only the essential facts of life and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived. I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life. To live so sturdily and Spartan-like as to reduce it to its lowest terms. And, if it proved to be mean, to get the whole and genuine meanness of it, or, if it were sublime, to know it by experience, and to give a true account of it. So this is the opening monologue. Yeah. So, okay, it's just keeping track of... Got it. And now it's dark! But I wonder if I can keep building. Yay. Achievement. There's not really like a stamina meter or anything, so I'm not quite sure where I am in terms of energy, because he seems fine. The house just changed. Okay, great. Okay, cool. So your shelter is complete, but it will fall into disrepair if you don't work on it from time to time. You can press B or RT over the shelter. Great. I'm just gonna back off. Okay, so the lamp is Y. Interesting. Oh, look. A hair. Press and hold B or T over things like bushes to get useful info about them. Right.
Huh.
There's another arrowhead. They kind of glow, which is nice.
My house was on the side of a hill, immediately on the edge of the larger wood, in the midst of a young forest of pitch pines and hickories, and half a dozen rods from the pond, to which a narrow footpath led down the hill. In my front yard grew the strawberry, blackberry, and life everlasting, John's wort and goldenrod, shrub oaks and sand cherry, blueberry and groundnut.
I'll admit, I do admire people who know the names of trees and plants. As a suburban boy, it is something growing up I just did not internalize in any serious way besides like the really basic ones like oaks and pines, you know, like I don't know the names of plants.
My residence was more favorable not only to thought, but to serious reading than a university. And though I was beyond the range of the ordinary circulating library, I had more than ever come within the influence of those books which circulate round the world.
Shall I not have intelligence with the earth? Am I not partly leaves and vegetable mold myself? Thanks. The Thinking Man's video game. Oh my god. Please tell me it's like the whole Iliad. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope you won't mind. I'm not gonna read this whole thing. You can just go buy a nice translation of the Iliad. Like Emily Wilson's new translation. There's an arrowhead.
I kept Homer's Iliad on my table through the summer, though I looked at his page only now and then.
Great. Same. So...
The grand necessity, then, for our bodies is to keep warm, to keep the vital heat in us.
I wonder. Oh. I'm fully rested. Okay. I wonder if that just stays. Yeah, okay. So what do you? Perhaps I have this thing. Fish here if you got a rod. Okay. Okay. To do or not to do? Find the fishing rod. I think I'll find the fish. Wait. Okay, so the X is where a fishing rod is? Maybe I'll go check on that in a moment. The Reading Rock. Solitude Cairn. It's like, the funny thing is, like, not to sound like a bully, but like, if... I guess I'll go into my cabin. Oh, you can just kind of like sleep where you are. Alright, well, I'll go to the cabin because I'm really close. Seems better for me. Another letter? Who is delivering letters out here? My god. Actually, okay. From the pause menu. Okay, thank you. I would like to save. I don't know if it's actually... Okay, it is auto-saving. Great.
Interesting.
Let's see. Bed. Coats. Okay. Oh, I can mend my clothing. Whoa. The thing is, you gain energy, from what I can tell, by just not... I'm running out of food storage. Go buy more food. Okay. We'll work on that, I guess. Hello.
July 1845. Dear Henry, you've told me yourself that it is difficult to begin anything without borrowing, and I know that you can use an axe, so I've left one for you in my front yard by the chopping stump. Do come by any time to fetch it. Perhaps we can discuss the new lecture I am working on while you are here. Your friend, Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Thanks, Ralph. Is that another arrowhead just right there? Do they respawn? Hair. The hairs were so neatly the color of the ground that they could hardly be distinguished when still. Sometimes in the twilight, I alternately lost as recovered sight of one sitting motionless under my window. Yeah, they're not particularly afraid of you, I guess. I'm gonna grab that arrowhead.
The necessaries of life for man in this climate may, accurately enough, be distributed under the several heads of food, shelter, clothing, and fuel. For not till we have secured these are we prepared to entertain the true problems of life with freedom and a prospect of success.
I'm going to... Yeah, the fire's... I guess the fire is eternal. You don't have to, like, add to it. Alright, I'm gonna go find that fishing rod, because that feels like the only way I'm gonna actually get food. Do I have... I don't have my journal, so I don't have my map. It's unfortunate. No, I don't want that. I need to find that fishing rod. I wonder if you have to eat, or if you just, like... It is a pretty game, you know? For what it's doing? Oh, I can actually... run! Great. I was recently playing, East Shade. Driftwood. Oh, okay. Great. Rocks. Walden. I was recently playing East Shade, which I started a while back and for some reason stopped playing. I love it. But I found out that I was playing the game basically on walking instead of running for a large chunk of it. Like at least half the game. Squirrel. Oh boy. Oh boy. At least half the game I was playing on like the walking setting without realizing that I could. Interesting. So it just affects my energy. So that was the whole thing. Because as soon as I realized that, I was literally like forehead slapping level of like, oh my god, you fool. So I'm wondering. Oh, okay, there's the fishing rod. Sandbar Point. A good place to fish. Or watch the sunrise. cute. Oh, so it's not an actual fishing rod, it's just a stick. That's good. I guess that is what fishing rods is.
I am no more lonely than the loon in the pond that laughs so loud, or than Walden Pond itself. I am no more lonely than a single mullein or dandelion in a pasture, or a bean leaf, or sorrel, or a horsefly, or a bumblebee. I am no more lonely than the millbrook, or a weathercock, or the North Star, or the south wind, or an April shower, or a January thaw, or the first spider in a new house.
Yeah. Let's fish. Nope. Good. Nope. Oh, whoops. Hey! Great. I see now that the bottom is my energy stores. The bottom left. I'm learning. Hey! Gonna go do that one more time, see if I can get a fish. Ooh, nope. I'll do one more time. I just want one more fish. For what it's worth, I'm doing nothing. I do the little motion and it either catches a fish or does not. There we go. One more time. You know what? That's fine. I have 2 fish. That's plenty. Pick up driftwood while I'm at it. Hey, that one's green. Okay, so that's all the fuel I can have. Great. I guess I'll just keep walking. I don't really know what there is to this game. Not to sound... I don't mean to sound impatient. What I mean is, I am wondering if this is anything more than kind of like a, hey, put yourself in... Okay. Opening... Oh! So I do have my journal on me. Great. Wonderful. Great, great, great. Did not even know. We're just gonna keep walking and see what we find. Yeah, so this is actually kind of exemplary of what I'm talking about. It's like he's out in nature, but like he's not exactly like roughing it, you know what I mean? Like he's... It's almost like he's just set up shop in a park next to an actual town. You know what I mean? Not to say that this isn't like difficult, right? Because it is. Like if you were actually going to do this, it would be a challenging thing to do. Red Cross Beach. Bullfrog. Bullfrogs love to sing. Aw. Thanks, Bullfrog.
Interesting.
White oak. I'm looking for another arrowhead. There were like 8 arrowheads just in the vicinity of his house, which I thought was pretty funny. I know they did that just so you could like have them to pick up, but it was funny. Walking in the woods is supposed to be good for him, so I'm wondering why my energy is going down. Because it literally says, oh hey, a person.
Henry, there you are.
Good afternoon.
Attending to the sounds of life in the distance. I'm fully rested. Okay, so then what is my thing on the left? Is that just my food?
Oh, Henry, how goes your new experiment? Has genius struck yet at my woodlot?
No genius yet.
No genius yet, only some summer hares.
Well, I'm sure your muse will find you soon. Time in the woods has always given you inspiration. Since you're here, I could use your assistance with some research I'm doing for a new lecture. Could you spare the time to help me?
Sure.
Certainly.
Well, thank you. I know you're quite busy with your own work, but I need help finding my copy of Homer's Iliad. I saw that you were reading it down by your new cabin. Do you still have it there?
Yes, I have seen it and can get it for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. When you come back, we can discuss the passage I'm looking for. In the meanwhile, I found some books on bean planting and local wildlife you might find useful. I put them on the table in my library for you.
Oh, thank you.
I
Maybe
look
can
forward
visit.
to it. Goodbye for now.
I'm gonna go back to the house, I guess, and get his book. Dogwood. Yeah, I love that Emerson's like, hey bud, how's it going? Enjoying what you're doing on my property? Also, apologies if you hear cat noises. I have 2 cats, and they are... Occasionally, they will just decide it's time to be loud. Apologies. What is this? Just rocks.
Huh.
Huh. Maple. Like, running is not particularly more effective. To be honest, this might not have been the wisest game to stream. It is very much a walking simulator, in kind of the truest sense of the term. It's getting dark. I guess I'll just pick up the book and maybe go back tomorrow. Hopefully he'll be there. And if not, his house is like pretty close by. Yeah. It's literally right there. Right up the hill. Oh, yeah, because again, I am basically living in Emerson's backyard. Which again is very funny that he's like, so how's that going? Are you enjoying it, buddy? What is that? Oh, I genuinely thought that was like a dog. Oh wait, shit. I wanted to get that book. There it is. Claim the inspiration. Okay. I will rest. another letter.
July 1845. My dear Henry, Mr. Emerson has assisted my family in acquiring a house near Concord, and there we are now, writing and living like philosophers, which is to say, with little but happily. I will visit you soon and bring Mr. Garrison of the Liberator. We have all been so inspired by his earnest and unequivocal writings regarding the moral stain of slavery on our nation. Perhaps he will speak at our Lyceum on the topic. Yours truly, A. Bronson Alcott.
Nope.
Interesting.
Pencil box. Ah, I see. Food shelf. Which is like completely empty. Great, okay. Even though I caught all that fish. Fine. Yeah, to be honest, this is like probably what would happen, right? Is that you would immediately... Unless you are like particularly good at hunting and trapping and all that, and growing food. I mean, here's the problem with growing food, it takes a while, right? Not sound like I'm an expert, but like, from what I've gathered, like, the single most difficult part of wilderness survival is, just the fact that you will starve. Because actually, like, getting food is very difficult. Lamp. Window. Bed. Okay, I just kind of used that already. I'm already in the house. I'm effectively starving. I'm sure I won't actually, like, starve, but... Let me go up, because I'm guessing... the bean field. Honestly, steal some of his beans. Oh, what is this? Sick wood? My bean field. Oh. Ah, a bean-filled hoe. Oh my. Okay. Just gonna clear out some weeds, plant some beans. You know the drill. How many bean seeds do I have? So how big is this field? Oh my god. Oh my god. All in a day's work. I'm exhausted. Great. That's fine. Okay, maybe I'll just go see Emerson in that case, because walking is good for me, right? Yeah.
Interesting.
Sure. Make sure okay, cool. Yeah, I'm on my way to Emerson. Right? Yeah. Ha!
All sound heard at the greatest possible distance produces one and the same effect, the vibration of the universal lyre, just as the intervening atmosphere makes a distant ridge of the earth interesting to our eyes by the azure tint it imparts to it.
Go off, King. Ah. Oh, wait. Blackberry. Food. God, food. It's like, your stores are completely full now. That's what I needed. Just, can I, is it infinite? Can I just keep doing this? Find the food that you find, grow or buy will fill your food source. Food I can. Okay. It's not green yet. Okay. Great. Just got an achievement for picking the single plant 1,000,000 times. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is infinite. Like, I don't... Okay, I have as much food laser. Great. That's nice. That makes me feel better. Stone wall. The grandeur of Thebes. It was a vulgar grandeur, more sensible as a rod of stone wall that bounds an honest man's field than 100 gated thieves, that has wandered farther from the true end of life. I love this kind of shit. I love, like, dudes waxing on about shit like that. I think it's very funny. Again, I don't mean to sound too cynical. It's just that, like, you know. So, my cats have decided to fight over who gets the perch next to the window. So you might hear noise. So we'll go away from the woods to the town of Concord. I don't really need to go to town. For money, to say. Oh, cool.
It's very good to make your acquaintance, Mr. Thoreau. Your sister seems to believe our thoughts and philosophies are very much aligned. It is good to find a youth so interested in the finer fruits of thought.
Okay.
Henry, there you are.
Hello.
I'm just coming into your house. Oh, fun. The Mansion of Happiness. One of the first board games published in America, The Mansion of Happiness, an instructive, moral, and entertaining amusement is a game about life and how to live it. Thanks. Anything here? Pictures? No? Book. Where are you? Okay, can't grab you. Here.
Ah, you found my home. Good for you, Henry. I wanted to look at that passage about the generations of mankind and how they're like the autumn leaves. You know the one I mean.
Oh, I know the one you mean. Yes, I've read it.
Yes, I've read it.
Well, that's good. I'd hoped you would, and that it would give you inspiration. Your experiment reminds me of the image of heroic life that Homer gives us. I wonder, can we all make our lives heroic in our quality of living, if not on the field of battle? Since you're here, I've also been looking all over for my works of Confucius. I was reading it the other day down by the marsh. Have you seen it there, by any chance?
I haven't. But
I
I'll look
haven't
for it.
seen it, but I can look
Sir,
for
why are you leaving your books all over the place?
Wonderful. Let me mark the very spot I think I left it on your map so that you can find it.
That shouldn't be
All right, big
difficult to
homie.
find. I'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
There you are, Henry.
I haven't found it yet, but I'll keep looking.
Hey, I didn't leave, so that's weird. Oh, okay, so that's the Homer. Local wildlife. Oh, cute. Birds. Oh, there's a hummus. Hummus. Okay. There's a bean plant something or other. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Just automatically sells edible plants. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Okay. I see the world is a little brighter because I'm so inspired. How cute. These letters may give you insight into your relationship with Emerson. No true resistance. Just like putting out some toys. That's good. Oh, hey.
Dear Miss Fuller, it was a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for the introductions to such brilliant new company. I am sure that writers such as these will fill our new journal with rays of golden talent. I have another name to add to the roster of our dial, Mr. Henry David Thoreau, a fine, brave youth of this town from whom I expect great things. I will send you some of his work soon. My son, young Waldo, is very well, and wife Lydian sends her love. R.W. Emerson.
Now that I'm just reading his letters to other people.
Recommendation for Henry David Thoreau. I cordially recommend Mr. Henry D. Thoreau, a graduate of Harvard University in August 1837, to the confidence of such parents or guardians as may propose to employ him as an instructor. I have the highest confidence in Mr. Thoreau's moral character and in his intellectual ability.
Right.
He is an excellent scholar, a man of energy and kindness, and I shall esteem the town fortunate that secures his services. R. Waldo Emerson.
Aw. Thanks, Ralph. You're a real one for that. I'm gonna go say hi to, I guess, Waldo? Oh, I can clean that up too. Do a little sweet, sweet cash. Oh, yeah.
Every day or two, I stroll to the village to hear some of the gossip which is incessantly going on there, circulating either from mouth to mouth or from newspaper to newspaper, and which, taken in homeopathic doses, was really as refreshing in its way as the rustle of leaves and the peeping of frogs.
I'm gonna say hi to Waldo first, if I can. What is this? Sandbar Willow. Cute. Where'd he go? He's out. Kind of off this way, right? Unless he really is like moving around. I don't see him anywhere. Oh, I can't get over. Maybe that's just my curse. I guess I'll go to town. I have food, I have fuel. Doing good. Now I know my secret magical blackberry bush. Not a single acknowledgement of the fact that there's just like a million arrowheads out here. Because, you know, like, there just used to be indigenous people.
As I walked in the woods to see the birds and squirrels, so I walked to the village to see the men and boys. Instead of the wind among the pines, I heard the carts rattle. In one direction from my house, there was a colony of muskrats in the river meadows. Under the grove of elms and buttonwoods in the other horizon was a village of busy men, as curious to me as if they had been prairie dogs.
Apparently my mom could have done my laundry. Cute. What is this? My laundry? Thanks, Mom. incredible. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. It's like he's like a young guy.
Here come John and Henry, Mother, back from their adventures. How was it? Did the boat sail well? Did you see beyond the horizon? Oh, you both look full of good sun and stories. I can't wait to hear them all. Tell what new flowers you found blooming first.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about, is that there's like the sort of like critical analysis of this whole thing is basically, oh, there's an arrowhead on the floor.
Good to see you, Henry.
Hello. The cost of a thing is the amount of what I will call life, which is required to be exchanged for it, immediately or in the long run.
Yeah, okay, so the critical analysis of this whole thing is basically the fact that he was doing all this, like, literally within a short walk from his own parents' house, and that he sort of, like, depicts it as this, like, and again, I'm saying all this as having never read the, like, I've never read the book, so take that with a grain of salt. But from what I've read about it, it's like, yeah, he kind of depicts himself as this, like, I don't want to say pioneer, but just this, like, stoic philosopher going out into the wilderness and, like, being a man and, like, roughing it and, like, becoming one with nature. But, like, meanwhile, in reality, he just was, again, kind of living in Ralph Waldo Emerson's backyard.
What can I do for you?
Oh. I don't really need things. That's the thing. Like, I'm actually okay. Do I need any of this shit? Bills. Ugh. That's a lot. Back taxes. That's true. Honestly, like, good on you. Oh, that's nice. I don't have that kind of money, but that's nice. My guess is, like, if the beans sell for 25 cents over your food stores, that can add up pretty quick. So that's, okay, good to know. I have, like, permanent upgrades. I thought I had, no, that's the bean hoe, yeah. Okay. I see. That's cool. Okay, good to know. There are like things that are actually very large but temporary. That seems like a waste of money. Yeah, that's good, right? Like permanent boosts. That's what I want. Okay, I'm gonna go because I don't really need anything right now. But I'm glad to know this is all here. Oh yeah, this other arrowhead on your floor.
Most of the luxuries and many of the so-called comforts of life are not only not indispensable, but positive hindrances to the elevation of mankind.
Sure. Well, that's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite things is, just go without, because it's better for you. Okay, cool. Job offers, you say. So yeah, I think it's very funny that they used arrowheads as a way of, like, having him talk to people, like, talk about stuff.
Ah, Henry Thoreau, is it then? I hear you finally got your little cabin built out there by the pond. Now, why would a man want to spend all his time alone, I ask you? Give me a good warm house and a hot dinner is what I say.
Looks like I don't have any letters. Cool. Oh, I wonder. Oh, that's just a literal ad. Okay. Okay, I can do that. Alright, so I will need the axe for some of this. Fence needs repair. Okay. Fair wage, 3 cents. Into Boston. Yeah, that really sucks. You know, for all the sort of like, great, is that Polk? For all the sort of like patronizing, what's the word I'm looking for? Yay. Paternal. For all the kind of paternal ideas behind a lot of the abolitionist movement, especially as it was based in Massachusetts, I do sort of respect Massachusetts for like kind of being squarely consistent, especially at least in this era, on like abolition and things like that. Very, very good, you know. I guess I'm gonna go back to my cabin. Late summer.
Here in the woods, I live in each season as it passes, breathe the air, drink the drink, taste the fruit, and resign myself to the influence of the earth.
Oh, good. I wonder if it's infinite as well. This feels a little cheap, but it seems like food goes really quickly in this game. Or, you know, it could just be a factor of berries and such, or a really, really tiny amount of food. I don't know yet. I'm gonna just go. Check out my beans. Oh, beans!
Interesting.
Yeah, okay, so that's the weeds, yeah. Great. So, this might just be a thing. I didn't know I was getting into a farming sim. I'll be 100% honest. I am not a patient gamer. Oh, look.
Wishing to earn $10 or $12 by some honest and agreeable method, in order to meet my unusual expenses, I planted about 2.5 acres of light and sandy soil, chiefly with beans.
Yeah. That's another one over there. I'm gonna just keep doing this for a minute. I'm not a patient gamer, to be honest with you, and it's one of the reasons that I have actually never really vibed well with like the farming sim cozy game thing.
What shall I learn of beans or beans of me? I cherish them, I hoe them. Early and late I have an eye to them, and this is my day's work.
Did I miss another arrowhead?
Fellow travelers, as they rattled by, compared it aloud with the fields which they had passed, so that I came to know how I stood in the agricultural world. Mine was, as it were, the connecting link between wild and cultivated fields. As some states are civilized, and others half-civilized, and others savage or barbarous, so my field was, though not in a bad sense, a half-cultivated field.
Sure. I get it though. I'm not a green thumb, but I once was relatively successful trying to keep a plant alive until the winter came, and that made me feel really good. So.
In the course of the summer, it appeared by the arrowheads which I turned up in hoeing, that an extinct nation had anciently dwelt here.
Yeah. I was talking to my partner about this actually the other day. The whole idea of like the North American kind of like post-Columbian apocalypse, like the idea that they think probably due to European arrival in the Caribbean, disease spread from the Caribbean through, sort of informal trade routes in the Gulf. And basically it spread disease and wiped out just, like, massive portions of the indigenous population before Europeans ever set foot on North America. Which is why, like, you have, like, stuff like Cahokia, kind of east of St. Louis, where it's like you have this signs of this very large urban population that just wiped off the face of the earth, right? And it's why a lot of indigenous groups in North America, especially, like, unlike, say, like, in Mexico with the Aztecs and the Mexica people and the Incas in Peru, you had, who had, like, pretty significant urban civilization. Like, in North America, a lot of them were not, right? They were not urban at all. And that's kind of a part of that math, I guess.
As I drew a still fresher soil about the rows with my hoe, I disturbed the ashes of unchronicled nations who in primeval years lived under these heavens, and their small implements of war and hunting were brought to the light of this modern day.
Tahatawan. Alright. Wait, I thought I just saw it. Did I miss it? Or did I lose it because it was uninspired? I swear I just... Okay. It's a little tricky now, knowing that inspiration is something that causes arrowheads to appear. Which, it means that, like, yeah, there will probably be a lot of occasions where I think that I just missed an arrowhead, but in reality, I could not see it. I think there it is over there.
Before yet any woodchuck or squirrel had run across the road, or the sun had got above the shrub oaks, while all the dew was on, I began to level the ranks of haughty weeds in my bean field and throw dust upon their heads.
Yeah. Dang. This is gonna be like a whole thing. At least the days are pretty lengthy, I guess. There's one right there, I see it.
Near at hand, upon the topmost spray of a birch, sings the brown thrasher, or red mavis, as some love to call him, all the morning, glad of your society, that would find out another farmer's field if yours were not here. While you are planting the seed, he cries, drop it, cover it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up.
Alright. So look, see? Another one.
Daily the beans saw me come to their rescue armed with a hoe and thin the ranks of their enemies, filling up the trenches with weedy dead.
There's a rock there. Yeah, so, I do think it's very funny that the arrowheads we're literally in that guy's shop, like, on the floor. That's just pretty funny. I think. I'm just gonna pick a few more berries. Yeah, I'm guessing the only reason that I was able to do all that hoeing so easily was that I have pretty good seed stores. Maybe I'll work on the house for a sec. Oh yeah. I forgot I have to do the left trigger every time. We'll do like a few. Another letter, I think.
August 1845. Dear Henry, don't forget that we care for you and miss you at home. Should you visit, I have left a surprise for you on the game table, as I know you love a good challenge. Stay safe and healthy. Your sister, Sophia.
Sophia? Excuse me? Notice of non-payment of poll taxes, thorough HD. By the authority of the Massachusetts Constitution, C1, Section 1, Article 4, each male citizen 16 years old or older, except those who by reason of age, infirmity, and poverty may, in the judgment of the assessors, be unable to contribute towards the public charges, be assessed each year $1.50. Such amount, including back taxes not paid, for a total of $9, is payable immediately to the collection agent at the general store in Concord. If any person shall refuse or neglect to pay his tax, the collector may take the body of such person and commit into prison until he shall pay the tax. Great. I'm not super worried about that. Like, hopefully it's not a problem. That is a lot of money, though.
When I return to my house, I find that visitors have been there and left their cards. Either a bunch of flowers, or a wreath of evergreen, or a name in pencil on a yellow walnut leaf, or a chip.
That's nice. How nice. I swear there was another arrowhead. Okay. We have more letters. Probably, right? Okay, that's just my pile of letters. Okay, good. So I'm running out of fuel, right? So it's probably like... Can I take mushrooms? Nutritious diet. Okay. I'm assuming that's not... spring growth. Should find some wood. Where are you? White, just more white pine. Yeah, I wonder if I'll just need to, like, buy it. I didn't see a trap, but I could have just not noticed it. Very easily. I just want a few more wood. It's already getting dark. Rocks.
Interesting.
Mallard. Cute. Get some wood. I will admit, I have definitely thought about, like, it is getting dark, I believe. I have definitely thought about, like, going back and reading all the classics, right? Like, the things that guys in this time period were like, these are the books you must read in order to live a fulfilled life. Though I definitely, I wouldn't call it a red flag, maybe it's like an orange flag, yellow flag. People who, like, really swear by, like, oh, I read the Tao Te Ching and it changed my life. Like, that, it's not like, it's not bad, like, it's not criminal, you know what I mean? But it's like, I'm like, oh, I don't know. It just gives off, a certain type of, like, intellectual need to feel, I don't know. I'm probably giving too much away of how I really feel. It comes off as, like, not particularly, intellectually honest. And it often strikes as like, oh, look at that.
Ah, the pickerel of Walden.
That's nice.
I'm always surprised by their rare beauty. They possess a quite dazzling and transcendent beauty which separates them by a wide interval from the cadaverous cod and haddock whose fame is trumpeted in our streets. They are not green like the pines, nor gray like the stones, nor blue like the sky, but they have, to my eyes, if possible, yet rarer colors, like flowers and precious stones, as if they were the pearls, the animalized nuclei or crystals of the Walden water.
Yeah, I guess it's more this thing that's like when you really find a lot of inspiration from like some ancient philosophical text, it's like that's good, but you should always keep in mind that like it was almost always written by some rich guy at a, you know, in a time well before the time you lived, and that there's a lot of...
To read well, that is, to read true books in a true spirit, is a noble exercise, and one that will task the reader more than any exercise which the customs of the day esteem. It requires a training such as the athletes underwent, the steady intention almost of the whole life to this object. Books must be read as deliberately and reservedly as they were written.
You know, I do agree with this. I think reading is a muscle, and it's something that I have at various times like kind of lapsed on. Like I'm a big reader. I write, and like compared to like the average person, I guess I read a good amount. But even then, I'm like constantly kind of like, oh man, you could be reading a lot more. And a lot of it is it's time and just kind of like the muscle of reading. Like it is it is a little challenging. I hate to say it. Yeah, the Republic. Okay, so I wonder if he wants a copy of the Republic. Maybe they thought I was gonna walk around the other side of the pond more. We'll see. I might just go to sleep here so I can just do the whole circuit. Because I feel like I'm doing pretty good on food and fuel. Oh. Okay. I don't really need to review anything. Oh, I can go to Concord now. That's cool. I'll stay where I am. I hope that doesn't like burn significant fuel or something. There's another arrowhead right there. Remember to seek inspiration. You find it in the solitude of the stone cairns. Yeah, I'll find a stone cairn. I haven't seen one yet, but my to-do list. Oh right. Oh yeah. No, that's not it. I want this. Yeah, I haven't actually found a stone cairn yet, but to do. Borrow an axe. Find Sophia's gift. Find Emerson's copy of Fuchsius. Tend Beanfield. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go tend the Beanfield again. Hopefully you can avoid that for like a day. I didn't mean to close it immediately. Survey job. Oh yeah, I forgot where that was. Like, it was on the Concord. Okay, so they mark where the jobs are. Okay, cool. That's good.
The whistles of the locomotive penetrates my woods summer and winter, sounding like the scream of a hawk sailing over some farmer's yard. Here come your groceries, country, your rations, countrymen, and here's your pay for them, screams the countryman's whistle. All the Indian huckleberry hills are stripped. All the cranberry meadows are raked into the city. Up comes the cotton, down goes the woven cloth. Up comes the silk, down goes the woolen. Up comes the books, but down goes the wit that writes them.
Knock on wood, but I'm pretty grateful right now that the road outside has been pretty quiet. This is one of the issues of my desk setup in terms of any kind of recording, right? Is that I live, unfortunately, like right off a highway, so you can often just, you know, you'll hear trucks. It's very truck forward and can be frustrating. Is that Ralph? What are you doing on your property? Ice Sport Cove Camp. Okay. Hey, bud.
There you are, Henry. Haven't you found...
I haven't found it
Still
yet,
working on it,
but
dog.
I'll keep looking.
Big dog. How you doing? Fully rested. It's good. Yeah, I will. Hopefully, that must be a stone cairn, right? Because that's what that is. I guess I'm on the other side of the pond now. Oh, there's blueberries, but I can't pick them yet. Oh, cool. I can. I do appreciate the attention to the kinds of things that are growing in this area. What is that? Oh, there's a boat. Excellent. A boat. Oh, I didn't actually want to do that. I didn't actually want to do that. Can I not? Okay. Okay. Honestly, fine. I'll come here and then, I guess what I'll do is, I'll tend my beans and then, come back so I can go to the stone farm. It's good though, it is a lot faster. So I'm just in the middle, huh? Oh, interesting. My cove. Oh. It says Red Cross, and it's sandy. Oh, I only got to... Did I only get to Iceport? Wow, so this is a big old pond. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not even close. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna go to mine. Oh, I'm gonna do the whole thing, huh? Surf? Okay. Surf? So you do have to do the whole thing. This is a peaceful game. I'll give it that. Cool. Time to go tend me beans. Okay, cool, sorry. I didn't see my house immediately and I was like, oh my god. There it is. Cool house. There's an arrowhead on my floor. Now it goes.
Sometimes, in a summer morning, I sat in my sunny doorway from sunrise till noon, wrapped in a reverie, amidst the pines and hickories and sumacs, in undisturbed solitude and stillness, while the birds sang around or flitted noiseless through the house, until by the sun falling in at my west window, or the noise of some traveler's wagon on the distant highway, I was reminded of the lapse of time. I learned that it would cost incredibly little trouble to obtain one's necessary food, even in this latitude, that a man may use as simple a diet as the animals, and yet retain health and strength.
More or less, yeah.
Be ready, friend Henry. Tomorrow I will require your assistance with an errand of utmost consequence. Look for my instructions here at your cabin tomorrow morning, and be ready to put your expert knowledge of our woods to work for the cause of freedom.
No.
I hope you will not fail me. Most sincerely, A. Bronson Alcott.
Am I on the... Is he going to use me for the Underground Railroad? That feels like what that sounds like. Which is cool. I forgot what my stuff is. Oh my god, there's a million weeds. This will be good though. Like, this has to be like how you make a boatload of money. is bean planting. Because they said it's basically it's a quarter. Once you're over your food stores, every plant you sell is worth a quarter. So 4 plants is $1, and that's a lot of money in this game. Because like I'm getting like 3 cents per job per like task I perform.
From under a rotten stump, my hoe turned up a sluggish, portentous, and outlandish spotted salamander, a trace of Egypt and the Nile, yet our contemporary.
It's not gonna be exact enough, because I don't know exactly how many beans it will take to fill.
Interesting.
I don't know how many beans it's gonna take to fill the whole thing, but to fill my food stores. But I can do a little quick math. I'm a pretty good reader for fast. Not to gamify it too much. I know the whole point of this is kind of like the sort of peace and solitude element, which is cool. They did that. I think I just heard my neighbor sneeze. Sometimes these walls are very thick. Like there's certain I can't really hear my downstairs neighbor, but well, they're all my downstairs neighbors. But I can't really hear the person directly below me, but I can hear. We have like a stairwell to get outside, and I can 100% hear the person whose bedroom is like right next to the stairwell. In fact, one time I had to like knock on their door and ask them to turn down a podcast, and I felt really kind of bad about it, because I usually like being a pretty generous neighbor. But it was like so loud that I could hardly hear, and it was echoing up the stairwell. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? What am I doing? Yeah. I'm like, I don't quite understand the resting system. It's like, I just did a bunch of tasks, but it's like, oh, you're fully rested, don't worry. Okay, so I need to go... So, I go out to the center, and that takes a second. Don't let me forget. When I go to sleep tonight, I gotta go to my cabin. Probably gonna do this for another half hour. It's fun though, to be honest. I'm quite enjoying it. And to be honest, I don't think I would have the patience to play this if I wasn't recording. I know that sounds a little ridiculous. But something about this sort of like larger task, right? Oh, this is where, yeah, I can just like chill. There's a spot with a cairn. This is where I'm a little confusing. Because I can see the whole pond from here, right? So, but I can't see that cairn. Okay, so that's where I was. Down. It's big. I've only been to that. I've only been to Red Cross and Iceport. So I'm gonna keep doing it on foot. I would probably play a little longer, but I gotta feed the cats and then feed myself. I'm running out of fuel already. Not like I'm picking up these massive things of wood. So, here's the cairn. Okay, it's smaller than I remember, so definitely makes sense that I couldn't see it. Ooh, there's an arrowhead, what do you know?
I never found the companion that was so companionable as solitude. A man thinking or working is always alone. Let him be where he will. Solitude is not measured by the miles of space that intervene between a man and his fellows.
Admittedly, this is something I can get behind. Oh, hey, you're still there. Or were you already there? I forgot. I can get behind Solitude. I think we don't have enough of it today. Like, I am constantly, like, on the lookout for, like, text messages and emails, you know? I know that's not uncommon, like, everyone is, right? But it's like, it's like I'm always available, and that can be really, really exhausting. So inspiration. Take your time. It's a special site. Yeah. Oh, nice. Enjoying a little solitude. Ralph's definitely not looking at me. I am pretty goal-oriented in video games. It's why most of the games I prefer... Oh, what is this? This is the ice court. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool.
Huh.
Interesting. I don't really know anything about, like, ice making before this. That's kind of cool, though. What is that? Yeah, I tend to play a lot of, Paradox, like, grand strategy games, which I love. They can be a little soul-sucking in the sense that, like, they're sort of endless, and usually one of the issues in general with them is that, like, anytime you play one of their games for long enough, you will just, like, get too powerful, and the game becomes really easy. And that even applies to, like, Crusader Kings, in which I think there is more longevity in the sense that you're kind of role-playing as a character as opposed to just, like, a state. I don't know. I have sort of a love-hate relationship with those games, because they've taken a lot of my life away from me. I have played them a lot, and not necessarily always, like, in a healthy way. But otherwise, I do often love, like, small little games with just, like, you know, quiet goals, right? That's why I like Eastshade. I really like Eastshade. Because it really felt like it just encourages you to explore this interesting place and really enjoy... Nice. You know, just really enjoy exploring and discovering ways to get around. And even then, I played that game. I tried to be really thorough. And I got the achievement for doing all the quests, but I apparently didn't discover all the locations, and I don't know. I think I'm missing like 2 or 3, and I haven't looked up yet. I should go look up like which ones I'm missing because I genuinely don't know. But that game had a really good exploration aspects because it would hide.
When the surface is considerably agitated, there are no skaters nor water bugs on it, but apparently, in calm days, they leave their havens and adventurously glide forth from the shore by short impulses till they completely cover it.
Yeah, they did a lot of cool, like, sort of hiding exploration stuff behind just small purchases. So, like, money is kind of hard to come by in the early game, so it would literally be like, oh, you know, if you spend the $80 to get... Oh, it disappeared. God darn. I don't know how that works, but okay. it would literally be like, you spend, I'm trying to think of like, for example, and also there's like quests, so like, one of the quests basically like gives you the schematics to make a tent, and like all these things you get like tents and a coat, and you eventually get like a zipline thing, and there's other stuff that's like really important for you traveling around. But then once you are settled, you can eventually just like have the money to buy a bicycle.
When I was 4 years old, as I well remember, I was brought from Boston to this my native town, through these very woods in this field, to the pond. It is one of the oldest scenes stamped on my memory, and now tonight my flute has waked the echoes over that very water.
I would love to one day see the Milky Way. It's like, I've never lived in a place or been outside like late at night in the woods or anything. I've never really lived in a place that did not have too much light pollution for this. But I would love to see it one day. That must be the clock. A little more fuel before I have to go. It's nice though that they let you like go back to the cabin. Yeah. Like, you don't have to plan too much. Like, this game is pretty forgiving, which is good. I can appreciate that. Because I'm lazy.
I was as much affected by the faint hum of a mosquito making its invisible and unimaginable tour through my apartment at earliest dawn as I could be by any trumpet that ever sang of fame.
Right. Food's okay. Well, helpful. Great, whatever. Food shelf, yeah. Let's see about this.
My dear Henry, we are to have stay with us this week a special traveler named only John. His sufferings have been great, and he has need of safe passage and supplies. I entreat you to take these items for him to the old cellar hole along the Concord Road, and hide them in the place I've marked on your map. These must be placed before the end of night tonight. Godspeed. A. Bronson Alcott.
Yeah, so I am definitely working for the Underground Railroad. The Concord Road is... Okay, it's on that side. But it's like right up at the top, huh? Right? Yeah, I think that's right. Haywood's Peak. I don't actually know where that is. Yeah, that's one of the things is that I can't, I actually don't know where things are. Or, like, it doesn't distinguish which tasks it's talking about. So, I don't quite know which one. But, I can probably get to all of them just in one go. I'm just gonna do the beans real quick. Check. Oh, that's cool. If they get past a certain point, they don't really have weeds. That's good. That's nice. Just gonna till me fields just a little bit before I head off. I'm not quite sure which order I want to do things in. What is Haywood's Peak? That's done. Soon enough I'll have delicious beans. Okay, I'm over there. Maybe I go to Haywood's Peak first. and then work my way up. That seems valid, right? Right? Oh look, I can literally see. I thought I could. I swear I saw a arrowhead over there. Oh man, I'm just headed that direction. You know what? Sure. I'll just go to the road first and hope that's the one that I'm trying to do. Maybe I'll go down to Haywood's Peak. I can always kind of save Emerson's thing for later. If I hit those two tasks, then I'll... That must be the road. If I hit those two tasks, then I'll just keep looking around the woods. I hear somebody. Okay, so I'm literally right next to where I'm supposed to be. Is this is the road, huh? I'm really close. Oh, cool. Okay. A special traveler. Gone. It's like, yes. You mean runaway enslaved person. Understood. Oh, cool. Right next to the service spot. Knock that off. Can I just steal his fruit? Oh my god. Oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. Enter the site on the marker flag. Sir? Oh my god. No, 3K8, right? So, I'm almost certainly doing this wrong. So that looks like a 5. No, it's a 3 for sure, but still. Yeah. Is that right? I'm so confused. I know Let me try this again. Where'd it go? Okay. But, okay. Wait. 218. Must be like right. Is it that? I'm so confused. Yeah, I'll be honest, I am very confused as to what I'm trying to do here. Or, is it that? Like, is it the pointer? Oh my god. I hate to be such an idiot. 265. Okay, that's like right here, right? I am trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be. Wait. I'm really confused. I didn't realize it was moving. Oh boy. Yeah, I definitely didn't read those instructions properly. And now I don't know what I'm doing. Time to spend an eternity just getting through this. Hopefully the instructions are in this. I don't know. I don't know if they will be. Oh my god. Help. Seeking. No. Working. Okay. Not particularly helpful. Oh. Hard touch? Yeah, not exactly what I'm... That stinks. I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing. You know what? I'll just... hopefully... I'll just move on. Yeah, let's go see about Haywood's Peak. Actually, can I get into here?
Interesting.
Some apples. A little more filling than a berry. Stealing a guy's apples. Where's that white flag? Yeah, I love how not particularly useful it is. Oh. Was that what I was supposed to do? I really couldn't see that. Cool. I felt a little silly, but I did not see that. Let's give it a shot. Alright. Okay, we're gonna try it. Even though I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Oh. Okay. That works. Let's aim a little that way. Let's run, baby. More of a trot. Almost definitely like chopping wood. I just don't see anybody. Berries. Alright, this is the other lake, right? Yeah. I have no idea what my task is. Maybe this is what the He didn't mark it, so probably right.
Books are the treasured wealth of the world and the fit inheritance of generations and nations. Books, the oldest and the best, stand naturally and rightfully on the shelves of every cottage. Confucius said, "To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge."
Yes. Got it. Cool. I haven't... Oh, this is like a... That's funny. It's old. Yeah, it's like the, what do they call those? Wade Giles? It's not, the modern Chinese translation. That's good of them. It's historically accurate, right? More so than if they did, like, the Penman style. And it's dark. A full day. A full day's work. Wyman Meadow. I didn't do that. Okay. Yeah. They don't have... Yeah, it's pretty. This is a big old place. I think I'm stuck. Oh boy. What the heck?
All the shore rang with the trump of bullfrogs, the sturdy spirits of ancient wine-bibbers and wassailers, though their voices have waxed hoarse and solemnly grave. Trunk, trunk, trunk.
Yep. Yeah, I mean... Probably just gonna go home.
Time is but the stream I go a-fishing in. I drink at it, but while I drink, I see the sandy bottom and detect how shallow it is. Its thin current slides away, but eternity remains. I would drink deeper, fish in the sky, whose bottom is pebbly with stars. I cannot count one.
Yes. Sandy bottom.
Interesting.
House is good. Yeah, 4th of July. How sick. How American. I'm fully rested. How's my chair? How's my desk? My home. Okay. How's my clothes? Excellent shape. Wonderful. We're doing it real big. Very low already? Oh my god. I just, Huh. That's unfortunate. Well, this is probably gonna wrap it up. I wanna... Yes, thank you. Yeah. I'm probably gonna wrap it up here, and then, so I can eat something, feed my children. But yeah, maybe we'll do part 2 soon. Wake up. It's the first of the month. Hey, look.
Summer is gone now, with all its infinite wealth, and still nature is genial to me. Though I no longer pluck so many berries on the hill, still I behold the same inaccessible beauty around me.
Word. Okay, thank you guys. Part 2 hopefully coming soon.